watch and learn.
I gotta say, I really loved that commercial, especially that it makes fun of the game Hogwarts. That used to be a thing in the video gaming world. You had companies throwing banter at each other. Not anymore, and I'm glad to see it back. Now, Jensen Ackles is in a little bit of trouble on Twitter, which I find very interesting because there's a lot of actors that do business with China. Absolutely no problem there. You know, they do business with Saudi Arabia or any other nations on earth. That's fine. But heaven forbid you are supporting this game because now it is that time of the month. Alright, the boycott is having its period and we all need to collectively dislike this game and everyone associated with it because Hogwarts has been launched. It's a great success. So now the boycott has to move to another game. Please read this article. It is very important. The game honors the memory of the Soviet military, which literally destroyed nations and many more people. Yeah, as a person from Romania, which also had its country invaded by the Soviet military, I don't give a fuck, dude. It's a video game. Move on with your life. Jason, looks like Gazprom's blood gas money is not a problem for you. Supporting genocide is okay for you as well. Is that so? Yeah, you know, during the Cold War in the United States, people still bought Rubik's Cubes and Tetris games from the Soviet Union. Does that mean that they were endorsing the Soviet Union? They were pumping that Gazprom money during the Cold War because they were buying trinkets from Russia. Are you supporting China? Are you supporting child slave labor because you buy computer? You buy iPhone. You buy technology that comes from the... Dude, if you live in a modern society, especially in the United States, there is no such thing as ethical consumerism. Like, really, everything that you buy is gotten through the exploitation of someone in a third world country. Like, it is so ridiculous. And again, it's just this game. Okay? It is just this game. And it used to be Hogwarts. Now it's there. Since when do gamers make purchases based on ethical grounds? I mean, I have seen game developers flat out insulting gamers, calling them racist, calling them sexist, calling them misogynist, transphobismus, and other things. Gamers still buy them. Like, if it's a good game, it's a good game. If it's not a good game, it's not a good game. If you don't like it, make it illegal. I have absolutely nothing against Jason Ackles for doing this commercial. And, of course, you know, the comments, they get very interesting. Thanks for supporting the genocide of Ukrainians by buying a video game. Or at least playing in the advertisement of a video game. You know, this is Russia's greatest strategy. Selling video games to the West in order to arm its military forces. Do you need money so much that you are willing to glorify Russian terrorism? So Russian terrorism is playing into a commercial with a little girl that has a Harry Potter one and destroying robots. Okay, you know, I hope you don't buy stuff from China in the future. Take into account there's a lot of stuff coming from China, right? So if you buy stuff from China, you're supporting the oppression of the Uyghur people. Am I exaggerating though, right? Am I really... Is this just like a fringe minority on Twitter, or is it legitimate concerns? Because again, like, it's the bandwagon, isn't it? That's like what bewilders me. Like, everything else is fine. However, Hogwarts isn't. Now it's this game. Like, I am sick and tired of mortal busybodies telling me what I can purchase and what I can't. Like, can I buy a Rubik's Cube? Like, if I buy a Rubik's Cube, will these people get upset? Am I supporting the genocide if I buy a Tetris game? And by the way, have all of these people put together pay as much taxes as Jason Ackles did? Like, do you know what happens with his taxes? It goes to the American government, which then uses that money in order to send help to Ukraine. I am willing to bet that Ackles has done far more to help Ukraine than it has done to harm because he has promoted a video game. But I guess, like, that doesn't matter, right? Like, this is why I hate the concept of, like, the government doing good through taxation as much, because it doesn't seem like the individual is doing good, right? Like, the government sends aid to Ukraine. No, it's the citizens through taxes. And if you look at the income of Mr. Ankles and how much he is paying through taxes, yeah, I think people should be grateful to him. He has that much more to help than many other Americans. But anyway, you get to see that with Elon Musk. Like, Elon Musk gives Starlink to Ukraine, and they still call him a Russian asset. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't like this moral busybodying. Just leave people alone. If it's legal, it's legal. If you don't like it, criminalize it. If you don't like the fact that there is being a video game that's available to people and you think it's such a huge disaster, like Gazprom is profiting because like this video game is glorifying the Soviet Union and whatnot, then make an argument so that it's bad if it's so harmful. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care. Oh, and by the way, like the coup de grace, the game isn't even developed in Russia. Because I was thinking, like, how is it possible? Like, if it's developed in Russia, wouldn't it be boycotted? Like, it's very difficult for Russian businesses to actually sell stuff in the West right now. Well, it turns out that the game is actually developed by Mudfish, an international studio, which is headquartered on Cyprus. So I guess, like, some of the developers are Russian. Maybe they have, like, some Russian investors. At best, I couldn't find that info, but let's assume it does. Like, are we going to now ban everything that comes from China as well? Like, if Tencent invests some money, like, we're not going to play that game? Like, should I also not buy League of Legends now? I mean, I shouldn't for other considerations. But it's just, like, the idea of ethical purchases in this day and age, especially when it comes to video games, give me a break. Like, you're never going to get a boycott out of gamers. Gamers will buy a broken product. Gamers will buy a product from people that hate them. There is no such thing as ethical purchases. The only way you can get gamers to not buy something is either if that particular game is really that bad and then people don't buy it, or how about this? How about you make America make good games? How about you get America to make some good entertainment? You don't want me to buy this game? Fine. Tell me what I should buy instead. Go on. Go on. What exactly should I buy? What is fun that's coming out from the United States during that particular month? Because I can't think of anything. Apparently, this company initially wanted to make a different game, focusing on Soviet Luna Park, but canceled it. It was for VR. They probably thought that, okay, VR doesn't sell. And now they're probably reusing the assets from this in order to make Atomic Heart. February 2022 showed the trailer, which says that it's going to come around the last quarter of 2022. However, later in November, it was announced that the game will be released February 21, 2023. So, Mudfish in the CSI, co-published by Fort Divinity in Asia, published by French-based company Focus Entertainment. So, like, all these people should suffer, right? All these people should be out of a job. They shouldn't make any money. They shouldn't have any actors to hire. They shouldn't be able to do anything. Their life should be ruined, right? Because this is the moral good. I refuse to believe that. I'm sorry. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.